Have you ever heard immigration news that actually gives you hope? Not fear, not delays, not dead ends, but genuine progress. Today, we're breaking that pattern. From faster green card processing to a brand new worker visa proposal and a landmark Supreme Court ruling, this might just be the most important update of the summer. Stick around because if you're waiting on a visa, fighting for status, or just hoping for a fairer system, you'll want every second of this one. A new chapter in USCIS Speed? You're not imagining it. Let's start with a shocker. Applicants across the country are reporting something no one expected. USCIS is speeding up. We're seeing reports of citizenship interviews being scheduled just weeks after filing and adjustment of status applications moving faster than we've seen in years. Immigration attorneys are urging clients to act now because this window may not last. The agency seems to be clearing a backlog, perhaps in anticipation of fiscal year resets or policy shifts later in 2025. If your documents are ready, this might be the moment to file and finally move forward. Los Angeles fights back, not just in politics, but in court. Next, we head to Los Angeles, where a bold legal challenge is underway. In a sweeping lawsuit, the city has accused IZ of violating constitutional rights during immigration raids. But this isn't just about LA. The city is asking the courts to recognize this as a nationwide class action. The accusations? Detaining immigrants, green card holders, and even U.S. citizens based solely on appearance. The case is built around the Fourth Amendment, unlawful search and seizure, and the Fifth Amendment, due process and access to counsel. It's rare to see a municipality take this kind of federal stance, but Los Angeles is sending a clear message. Local governments won't sit quietly while constitutional lines are crossed. A changing attitude in local governments. What we're witnessing isn't just about lawsuits or faster processing times, it's a shift in attitude. Cities like Los Angeles, Chicago, and even parts of Texas are beginning to reframe how immigration is viewed at the community level. There's growing recognition that undocumented immigrants aren't just headlines, they're neighbors, workers, students, and taxpayers. And instead of fear-based enforcement, there's a slow but real trend toward protection, legal aid, and acknowledgement. This isn't just policy. It's a cultural shift, one that could help reshape the conversation for the next generation. The Supreme Court draws a federal line in the sand. Let's talk about one of the most important rulings of the year. The U.S. Supreme Court just blocked a controversial Florida law that would have criminalized undocumented immigrants entering the state, even those with pending asylum applications. The law also mandated jail time without bond. But the court said no. By refusing to lift the lower court's block, the justices reaffirmed a crucial principle: immigration enforcement is a federal issue, not something individual states can control. The decision is a victory for the ACLU and for civil liberties groups across the nation. And it sets a clear precedent for other states like Texas, Iowa, and Oklahoma, who've been pursuing similar crackdowns. The temporary work visa that could change thousands of lives. Now, let's talk about a possible breakthrough for the people doing some of America's hardest work. In behind-the-scenes talks, federal officials are drafting a new visa category, currently referred to as the temporary pass. This visa would allow undocumented immigrants working in key sectors like agriculture, construction, food service, and cleaning industries to live and work in the U.S. legally, at least temporarily. These workers are already part of the economy. This visa would simply give them legal footing to stay, pay taxes, and be protected from deportation without having to live in the shadows. It's not a green card, and it's not permanent status, but it's a big step toward recognizing labor that has too long gone unprotected. Warning: major fee hikes and policy shifts incoming. While some developments are positive, there are serious changes on the enforcement side you need to know. President Trump recently signed H.R. 1, an immigration bill that dramatically increases funding for border security and internal enforcement. One major shift? A $100 fee on all asylum applications, effective July 26th. Any application received after August 21st without the correct fee will be rejected outright. Other fees for work permits and adjustment of status are also rising. The new law expands militarized zones along the U.S. Mexico border and authorizes soldiers to arrest immigrants based on civil violations. Make no mistake. The enforcement arm is growing more aggressive, and timing will be critical if you're planning to file. The TPS rollback continues. Temporary Protected Status, or TPS, is also under renewed threat. Haiti, Nicaragua, and Honduras have all seen their TPS designations revoked. This puts thousands of families at risk, despite years of lawful presence and deep roots in American communities. Immigrant advocates are pushing back, but for now, affected individuals must prepare. That means consulting attorneys, exploring alternative pathways, and ensuring work authorization is up to date. This is not the time to wait and see. Final thoughts from TriPoint Report. So, what do we make of it all? On one side, immigrant protections are being stripped away. Fees are rising. Deportation powers are expanding. But on the other side, courts are holding the line, cities are rising up, and new visa proposals are showing that change is still possible, even in a fractured political climate. Here at TriPoint Report, we'll keep giving you honest, timely updates. No hype, no fear. Just facts, so you can make smart decisions for your future. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and share this with someone who needs clarity in today's immigration chaos. We'll see you in the next video.